From past or present WNBA players, who is your all-time starting five?
Ooh, past, present. Okay, I gotta have Coach Staley as my PG.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So Jim. He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Pacers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Philadelphia, 2.5 games back.
And for Philadelphia, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Simmons, Carter out there with Horford. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. And for Indiana, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Morant. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Cantor in at the 5 down low.
But well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Simmons inside, and he banks in the layup. Chris, if your team's style of play doesn't seem to be working, do you still have time within a season to change it?
There's always time. As long as everyone is on the same page. If something's not working, the worst thing you can do is to keep going in that direction. You need to bring everyone in, let them know the mistakes that we've made, let them know our new outlook, and ask everyone, are they in on it? And if they're not, those guys that aren't in on it, you stay in the locker room, we'll be back after the game. And if everyone's in on it, we're going to have a heck of a time. We're going to have a heck of a time because now we have a new outlook, and sometimes with a new outlook, it brings positive energy.
Here's Simons after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. A nice shot by Booker.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Well, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
And stolen by Simmons. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here's Morant. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Tatum against Simmons. Tatum passes to Cantor. Over Carter. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
And after an incredible rookie season, Jason Tatum back to earth just a bit, Chris, in year 2.
Oh, yeah, and all that talent. Tatum getting to the line 6 times a game. That's how you put pressure on the defense.
Here's Simons. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Simons, the pass to Horford, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
And Philadelphia has possession. The Pacers making the shot. Booker with it. He's picked up by Morant. Basket good. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, GA, I mean, great look, high percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
To the paint, here's Simmons. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Passes it to Morant. Here's the teardrop. Bryant gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Bryant's got 7 points. Brogdon against Booker. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Indiana. Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign with Philadelphia.
What put me over the...
Playing for a historic franchise, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history, something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Booker. Horford is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Simons in at the 1.
Coming out of college, Tatum showed inconsistent intensity on defense, but he's made great strides in that area.
Offensive rebound, Cantor, and stolen by Horford. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane. Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Carter. Here's Simons. Outside, Simmons. 5 to shoot. Lets a floater go. That shot misses. So Indiana will take it the other way. As you're talking about the Philly fans, they were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
The speed is Simmons. It's hard to keep pace, but he excels at using it to capitalize in transition.
Pass to Morant.
2 minutes.
Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And they double up Simmons. Booker with no one around. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 7 points for Devin Booker.
Great D. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
For 3, Booker. The Pacers pull it in.
When the defense forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Here's Cantor.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the tee.
The Pacers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Carter on the wing. And it's blocked. Brogdon against Booker. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. From deep. Carter pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 7. The pass to Simons. Carter outside. Pass to Booker. Fires from deep. Pacers with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Tatum. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 9 points. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about it? And that's all we have.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Thomas Bryant really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Pacers. Thomas Bryant is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Morant. And it's Brogdon in at the 2. Morant kicks to Brogdon. All alone. Kept alive. And Kanter able to finish.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Again, the miss by Booker.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
We're talking about number 1 options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you've got to have as the team's go-to scorer, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 for 27. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh, my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar that the next game, he's going to make every shot. And so what it is, again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now. Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
That shot off the mark. Good D by Brogdon. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Simons. Beyond the arc. But they get it back. Here's Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Physicality Carter Jr. plays with. It's impressive. It's what makes defenders overcommit like this.
Indiana leading by 7. Morant passes to Tatum. Here's Kanter, and it's blocked by Simmons.
But the reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Kanter finds Tatum. The kick out to Bryant. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Now the 76ers with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Carter on the wing. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Excellent D from Cancer. Here's Morant. And Horford pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now Booker to the left side wing. Here's Simon. Here's Carter. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the 76ers, Ben Simmons is out there with Horford. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Simons in at the point. Pass to Booker. And Simmons kicks to Booker. Lets it go from 14. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 11 rebounds in the game. Brogdon against Booker. Brogdon outside. Pass to Morant. From past the arc. Drills the three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 6.
I'll tell you what. When Morant hits this shot with consistency, it sets up everything else you want to run.
Simmons dishes to Booker. Here's Simon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And it's Morant missing.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Simon. That 3 off the mark.
He's got bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside. Get the best shot possible. That's the way to make the comeback happen. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And the 76ers call time here.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Clock at 2. Horford trying to free himself up. Another miss by Philadelphia. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea just give themselves a little bit of a break.
The 76ers trail by 8. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker against Brogdon. The drive by Booker. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D from Cancer. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pulls it up. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cancer. .109 left in the fourth quarter. Out left to the wing. Here's Simons. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now the pass to Cantor. And it's blocked by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Simon. Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Morant.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He hits both from the stripe. .35 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so Booker will bring it up for the 76ers. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Simmons. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. Passes to Simons. Morant with the steal. And here is Tatum. And so the Pacers take the win. Some good